Taking a proper oil sample is one of the most important steps in an effective oil analysis program. The lab can only work with the sample you send them, so if the sample doesn't represent what's truly happening inside the machine, the results won't reflect the real condition of the oil or the equipment. A good sample lets you detect wear, contamination, and fluid breakdown early, allowing you to prevent potential failures, downtime, or unnecessary repairs. A poor sample can do the opposite. It can hide serious problems or create false alarms. In other words, your sampling technique matters a lot. Before we walk through the main sampling methods, let's cover the general best practices that apply no matter where or how you're sampling. Number 1. Sample with the oil at operating temperature. Whenever possible, the equipment should be operating or at normal operating temperature when you take a sample. The closer the oil is to its normal running condition, the more accurate and representative your sample will be. If the equipment has already been shut down, take the sample within 30 minutes. After that, particles and contaminants begin to settle, and the sample may no longer reflect actual operating conditions. Number 2. Use clean, dedicated sampling supplies. Always use clean sampling tools and containers. Keep the sample bottle sealed until you're ready to fill it. Never reuse disposable tubing. Reusing tubing can transfer debris, moisture, and residual oil from previous samples into your new one, contaminating the sample and leading to misleading lab results. Number 3. Sample from the same location and depth every time. Consistency is critical. Always sample from the same location, port, valve, or opening, and the same depth, how far the tubing is inserted. This allows the lab to compare like-for-like samples over time and spot trends, instead of comparing apples to oranges from different parts of the system. Number 4. Purge stagnant oil from sampling devices. Any oil sitting inside a sampling valve, port, or probe is not circulating. It doesn't represent true operating conditions. Always purge the device before collecting your sample. This clears out stagnant oil so the bottle receives fresh, moving oil from the active fluid zone. Number 5. Label, register, and ship correctly. Once the sample is collected, wipe the exterior of the bottle clean. Apply one barcode label to the bottle. Register the sample online in the Horizon system before shipping it. Registering online prevents delays caused by missing information or unreadable handwriting. After that, ship the sample to the lab as soon as possible using a trackable method. With these best practices in mind, let's take a look at how to collect your oil sample. There are several different ways to collect your sample. However, in this video, we'll be focusing on the 2 best ways, through the use of a vacuum pump and by using a sample valve. Method 1. Vacuum pump sampling, non-pressurized systems. Vacuum pump sampling is one of the most common ways of pulling an oil sample. It is typically used on equipment that does not run under pressure, like gearboxes, reservoirs, tanks, and hydraulic systems without a sampling port. While this method does require more care, you are still able to acquire a sample that produces reliable results when done correctly. Here are the steps to pull a sample using a vacuum pump. Step 1. Run, then shut down the machine. Confirm the machine has been running and is at or near normal operating temperature, then shut it down. This keeps wear metals, contaminants, and additives suspended in the oil instead of settling to the bottom where they won't be sampled. Step 2. Measure and cut the tubing. Remove the dipstick and place it on a clean, dry, lint-free surface. Lay the tubing alongside the dipstick. Mark the point where the end of the dipstick aligns with the tubing. Measure 12 inches above that mark and cut the tubing at that point. This ensures you collect oil from the active fluid zone, not from the very bottom where debris naturally accumulates. Step 3. Assemble the vacuum pump. Thread the tubing through the top of the vacuum pump and tighten the locking ring. The tubing should extend about 1 inch past the bottom of the pump head. Screw the empty sample bottle onto the bottom of the pump until it's tight and sealed. Be sure to not over-tighten. Step 4. Insert the tubing. Insert the tubing into the fill port or dipstick opening. Stop when your mark reaches the top of the port. Do not let the tubing touch the bottom of the sump or reservoir. drawing settled debris directly into the bottle can distort the lab results and make the oil appear worse than it actually is. Step 5. Draw the sample. Begin pumping the handle slowly to create vacuum and pull oil into the bottle. Continue pumping until the oil reaches the neck of the bottle. Do not overfill the bottle. Step 6. Remove and seal the bottle. Once the oil reaches the neck, unscrew the bottle from the pump slightly, allowing oil to flow back into the equipment. Be sure to while keeping the pump upright to prevent oil from entering the pump head. Once the oil is finished draining out of the tubing, remove the bottle from the pump and immediately tighten the bottle cap securely to prevent leaks or contamination. Wipe down the outside of the bottle of any residue. Step 7. Dispose of tubing. Remove the tubing from the pump and dispose of it properly. Do not reuse sampling tubing. Step 8. Applying a label and shipping. Apply a single barcode label to your sample bottle. Using the Horizon web page or mobile app, register your sample. Once registered, ship the sample to the laboratory as soon as possible using a trackable carrier. Prompt shipping helps ensure faster processing and more reliable results. Method 2. Sampling from an installed sampling valve. Pressurized systems. Another method for collecting an oil sample is through the use of sampling valves. Installed sampling valves are the most accurate and consistent way to collect an oil sample because the oil is actively circulating through the system at normal operating conditions. There are two common types of valves: push-button sampling valves and needle-style probing valves. While these sample valves may look different, how you take your sample from them is the same. To take your sample using a sampling valve, you should, Step 1, verify operating conditions and clean the valve. Make sure the equipment is running at a normal operating temperature. Remove the protective cap from the sampling valve. Wipe the valve opening with a clean, lint-free cloth to remove dirt and debris. Step 2, purge the valve. Place a separate waste container beneath the valve opening. Activate the valve and purge at least 3 times, or according to your site procedure. Discard this purged oil. It represents stagnant fluid sitting in the port, not circulating system oil. Purging ensures the sample you collect reflects true, in-service oil conditions. Step 3. Collect the sample. After purging, position the sample bottle or attach the needle probe assembly. Activate the valve again to begin flow. Fill the sample bottle to about 3/4 full. Stop the flow and immediately tighten the bottle cap securely. Step 4. Clean and recap. Wipe the sampling valve in the outside of the sample bottle clean. Reinstall the protective cap on the valve. Installed sampling valves are often the preferred method because they provide highly representative samples, reduce the risk of external contamination, and take less time than other methods once installed. After collecting the sample, apply one barcode label to the bottle. Register the sample information through Horizon Online or using the mobile app. This eliminates paperwork errors and prevents delays due to incomplete or unreadable labels. Finally, ship the sample to the laboratory immediately using a trackable shipping method. The faster the sample reaches the lab, the more accurate and useful the analysis and recommendations will be. Taking an oil sample isn't complicated, but it has to be done correctly and consistently. Just remember, use clean tools and supplies. Sample when the oil is hot and circulating, or as close as possible. Always collect from the same location in depth. Purge stagnant oil from sampling devices before filling your bottle. Label, register, and ship the sample right away. A proper sample gives you accurate results, protects equipment, prevents unexpected failures, and keeps your maintenance program performing the way it should.